Hi, everybody. I'm Donna Terrell, and this is Terrell Talk. It's our final segment with Officer Tommy Norman. And once again, thank you so much for being in the Fox 16 studio to talk with me about a number of things: community policing, missiongive.org, crime in the community. But you know, I wanted to take this final segment to kind of focus on some of the, how do I put it, some of the attention that you have received that crosses Arkansas borders. First of all, how did that come about? You've gone national. How did that come about?
Well, social media. You know, without social media, people wouldn't know about my work as a police officer, as part of Mission Give. So I've traveled literally across the world the last 2 or 3 years, just visiting communities, you know, instilling positivity into, you know, communities that maybe need that extra push and that extra motivation.
How did it all begin? Because we're looking at video here. You've been on CNN, you've been on the Today Show, you've been on so many different programs. How did it start?
Probably in 2014 and 2015, when you know, tensions with police departments and communities, right, up Ferguson in 2014, and so there wasn't a lot of trust and respect between communities and police, and so, you know, I'd been involved early on in my career, and even before being a police officer, I was involved in really volunteering hundreds of hours before I even wore the uniform. And so I've traveled. I spoke 2 years ago, Super Bowl weekend in Houston, on a town hall with NFL players. I went to Selma and spoke there and walked to Pettus Bridge throughout the first pitch at the St. Louis Cardinals baseball game.
Wow.
These are dreams. Just flew with the Thunderbirds last month at the Little Rock Air Force Base in Jacksonville. Bruno Mars comes into concert here in North Little Rock and gives me $10,000 in gift cards to purchase shoes for kids in the community. And these are opportunities that maybe once in a lifetime, and opportunities that I've really been blessed to be a part of. And it's something that I don't take lightly. And it's something that really sheds a positive light on not just Little Rock, but the state of Arkansas.
Right. What's your takeaway from all of this fame that you've received? What do you get from it?
I don't see it as fame. Other people on the outside looking in, they call me famous. I don't see it as fame. I see it as just a person that really cares about humanity, and there's people across the world that really appreciate my heart, and they want to meet me. You know, they want to take pictures with me. You know, and it's something that even locally in a grocery store, you know, it's just when people stop me and talk to me, it's really, really humbling. And so from local to abroad, you know, it's a huge honor.
What is it in you that, and we should point out, there are many police officers that are very good at community policing.
Absolutely.
Very good at doing it. I'm wondering, though, from your perspective, what is it that makes it so important to you, and how did you end up going down this path? You became a police officer, like so many others do, and we appreciate that, but what took you down the path of community policing?
Well, first I have to say that, as we talked about before, I didn't ask for any of this. None of this that's taken place in my life, I never knew it was going to happen, but what took me down this path is just my heart. You know, as a police officer, your badge should have a heartbeat, and my badge every day it does. And so just to get out and get to know people that aren't my color, people that don't look like me, I want to become their best friends. And so I'm consistent with it. You know, even on my days off or when my shift is over, I go home and I take that uniform off, and I put on a pair of blue jeans and a button down, and I'm right back out in those communities that I was patrolling a few hours earlier. And people see that, man, this person, he's way more than an officer. He's back out here.
You know, and that's an interesting point, because when I think of you, Officer Norman, I just think of you with community policing. I, for some reason, have a hard time envisioning you as the person who's patrolling and who's sent out to, you know, go into a situation with your gun drawn and, you know, having to arrest people. How often does that happen? It
happens, but when it does happen, it happens with less tension and less conflict, because people, they know that for the last 20 years they've seen this face in the community, and that I've respected people, and I treat people the way I want to be treated. Just the other day, a lady mentioned to me, she says, "Officer Norman, sometimes I forget you're an officer." And I asked her why, and she says, "Because you you're much more than that. And so just that statement alone is really powerful if you think about it.
Yeah, that is very powerful. We're going to end this segment, but I do want to talk about your engagement. I think a lot of people knew that you were engaged, but it was just recently on social media I saw that you and your fiance have set a date.
We have set a date. Rosalind, such a wonderful woman who's supported a lot in my endeavors, but July the 6th of 2019 is the big day. So breaking news.
Got it right here on Terrell Talk.
Right. But yes, so I'm excited. It's been a blessing, it really has.
Okay. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We also wish you much success with Mission Give. We mentioned that in our last segment. MissionGive.org is a place where you can go, get some information about his organization and how he's helping people outside of the badge. This is not an Officer Tommy Norman thing, it's an Tommy Norman thing.
Absolutely.
MissionGive.org. Okay. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a big honor.
All right. And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. That's all for now. Keep looking for Terrell Talk here on Fox16.com. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening. So long, everybody.